For some men, when you tell them that they will say they don't mind. Like, through they came to the world through a woman and they would die through a woman, they would not mind. This statement is almost the same thing as what this king feels in this movie titled Agbeke AYAOBA. So this movie was written and produced by Abiodun Jimo. This is who Abiodun Jimo is. I've been looking for this one. Who is this man? Because it seems this man is actually a good story writer. And then the movie was executively produced by Adeka's Mercy's husband. Okay, so the movie actually followed the fact that this king, played by Ademola, likes women a lot. He already has 4 wives at home, but no, he felt I have to add one more. He's all fine, girl. I'm also set. I said, I must marry this one. They called the far priest. The far priest was like, okay, Oromila said you should be careful of women. That was just it. And the far priest didn't say more than that. He went ahead to actually marry Agbeke. And what did Agbeke do? Agbeke unleashed terror on the town. Hey, Agbeke showed them why she is called Agbeke. You think it is easy for a woman to be called Agbeke? Forget it, it's not. Anyways, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Alice TV, where we review Nollywood movies, Yoruba movies, and English movies. And if you are new to this channel, if you are coming across this channel for the first time, if you are seeing my face for the first time, then click on the subscribe button, be a part of this channel, and also hit the bell button. I'm begging you so that you get notified whenever I drop any new video. Now, when you see a movie and you are seeing the likes of Babawande, Aderupoko, you get now this man that played Lukosi or something like that, and then you're now seeing Aisha Lawal, you're seeing Muyiwa, Ademola, Messi, Aigbe, and these women there too. Then you know that, okay, you're about to watch a gang movie. Because it's not easy for you to carry a whole Babawande inside film. It's not easy. So now, I already made the summary of the movie. Now let's talk about the good part of the movie, the bad part of the movie, and then the ugly part of the movie. Now for the good part of the movie, number one, I like the storyline. The storyline doesn't seem that bad, even though it's like the regular storyline we see in some Yoruba movies, but still bad. Execution gongon is the coco, which is good. Another thing I like about this movie is the casting. Like I said, I was seeing the set of Babawande, Adero Poko, these people, and my mind was like, okay, I'm in for a ride. Okay, this movie is going to be interesting. Yes, I love the casting. The casting was so great and fantastic. Another thing I like about the movie is the subtitling. The subtitling was not so perfect, but let's not lie, they did a great job with it. If I'm going to rate the subtitling over 10, I will give it 7 over 10 because they did a great job with that. And then another thing I like about the movie is the setting of the movie. They ensure that they use the village, the settings, and so many things like that. And I love the dressing as well. What Messi Aigbe was wearing in the movie. Every one of them, the king was exuding, yes, I'm a wealthy king, and so on like that. I love that. And I think that's just it about the good parts of the movie. Now, talking about the bad part of the movie, first thing I'll complain about is the cinematography. At some point, to be so bright, so clear, you feel like, oh yes, this is on point. And then at some point, it become blurry. Please don't say it's my network. It is not my network. It is the movie. I know what I'm talking about. And then another thing about the movie is the sounding. The sounding is not so perfect, honestly, because at some point you have to dirty still listen well to hear what they were saying, and then at some point you have to like, oh, calm down. You get so another bad part for me was I don't understand why Agbeke Ayaba was screaming and screaming. I understand she wanted to terrorize the town, that's the script she was given, but man, that scream was way too much. Kilode ariwo yen po, ó ti pọ̀ jù. But then, it is what it is. Okay, so basically for me, those are like the bad parts for me in this movie. Do I have any ugly parts? I would say no. So now what are my part two expectations? Let me see. Well, everybody knows where the movie is going to. For Agbeke to come and be terrorizing that hometown, that town, that means that the town or the king, they've offended the gods, or they offended somebody related to Agbeke, and then the gods now feel, bam, Agbeke la fẹ́ fi fìyà jẹ lui. That's just it. Because at a point in one particular scene, this mad woman came to carry the Opele and the Ifa and the Asho Ifa of the Babalawo for them to even say, okay, what is going on in this town? What's the solution? Oh? And any small thing like this, Agbeke will remove guns. Say, I will gun you down. So we know that then they will unravel the mystery as to why Agbeke is terrorizing the town and what can be done. Maybe they will sacrifice King New, or maybe somebody is going to Balo as a sacrifice. So, but on a good note, let's look at it this way. The terrorizing that Agbeke is terrorizing the town is not a bad thing. Number one, she complained that the marketplace was too dirty. Of course, it was too dirty. Look at it. It was too dirty. Then the agbalumo this man was selling was yobo tinra. So it was not a lie. I guess it's just the way she approached it that was wrong. And then she complained that this bendu man impregnated or got married and impregnated a 15-year-old girl. I mean, it was not a bad thing that she actually spoke up against it. But like I said, it was her approach that made it seem like, oh, kilele. All in all, I enjoyed the movie. I won't lie about that. It was interesting. It was another shade of Mercy Aigbe entirely that I saw in this movie, and it really, really made sense. I love Aisha Lawal's role as well. She interpreted it very well. I love Babawande, Aderupoko. All of them did a great job in this. So if I'm going to rate this movie, I'll be giving this movie 4/5. That means you can actually sit down comfortably and enjoy this movie the way I did. And if you've done so already, remember, click on the subscribe button, then hit the bell button so that when the part 2 drops, I'll be here to let you know that, guys, part 2 of Agbeke AYAOBA teacher deal, Eje Kalo wo, share you get now. That's how we roll here. And then I've come to the end of movie review with Alice TV for today. Until I see you some other time, guys. Bye.